So, hello YouTube. My name is Andrea. I will guide this conversation here on Talk and Talk. And before I start, I would like to explain a little bit how Talk and Talk works. So, Talk and Talk is a language platform to practice English, Spanish, Italian, and French. This is not a class. I am not a teacher. I am here just to guide the conversation and have fun with Bruno Fernandes. We are going to talk about unexpected. So if you want to know more about this project, please go to our website, talkandtalk.com.br and check the information, okay? As we are just me and Bruno, it's not necessary to create another room, okay? So we will start our conversation now. As always, introducing ourselves. Please, Bruno, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So, hello YouTube. Good evening. My name is Bruno. I'm 34 years old. I'm married. I live in Sun City, born and raised here. And today I could find some time to be here on immersion, and I had a good surprise that is to be with Andrea here. It's always good to be with her. And what else? I am a host here also for almost 2 years already. And for me, talk is one of the best things that happened to me because I could meet a lot of different people, make new friends, and it's always good to be here and practicing English. So if you want to practice your English or learn another language, this is the right place to be. And that's it.
Thanks so much, Bruno. And by the way, Bruno, it's the one of the bestest hosts that we have here on the platform. So please go to his meeting on Saturdays at 8 a.m. Am I right?
9
9
a.m.
a.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. Guys, you will not regret about it. So about
Oh my
myself,
God.
I'm Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I live in Guarujá, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. I am married. I have no kids, no pets, but I have a lot of plants that I really love to take care. What else? In my free time, I like to stay here on Talk and Talk because it's like an addiction, you know. I like
Yeah.
to stay here every day to improve my English. It's not about the English; it's a community. You make friends here, so it's so good to have time to talk with our friends. So I am here every day, guys. Uh, what else about me? Yeah, basically that's it. And I work as an assistant administrative in a Japanese restaurant since 2017. So let's start our conversation today, Bruno. Have you ever experienced an unexpected situation that caught you completely off guard? Can you share?
Yeah. I was wondering about this question because it's a really hard one. I already lived something like this, but I don't remember right now an specific situation, that I lived like this. And yeah, sometimes here in Santos, as you know, we are caught like in floods, like when it rains a lot here, we sometimes we all the cities on flood. And yeah, I already lived something like this. Like I was working all day long, and then when I back home, I couldn't back home because the city was like all flood. And for me, it was one of the unexpected situations that I lived in. I just could return to home like 3 days after the raining, because
Oh my
my
gosh.
house was like all water, let's say like this. So it was it was really hard for me in that time. And but in the end, everything went well, and I could pass through this. But it was hard in that situation. No, yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine, and for me it's a difficult question too, but now as you start talking about this kind of situation that happens here in Santos, in Guarujá. I remember that I live in Guarujá and I work in Santos, so I needed to go every day through the boat. I don't know if I can say
Yeah,
boat or
yeah,
bows, yeah.
yeah.
So sometimes when I arrive in the line of the boat, it's so, how can I say, it's a lot of motorcycle because I ride a motorcycle and I don't have patience to stay in a line, you know, because people are not respect the line, mainly the motorcycle,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, so every day, like almost every day I needed to pass through this situation. And and when it's for example, when autumn or winter it's coming, we have a flock, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
cannot, yeah, and then we need to how can I say, to waiting for this fog,
Fog, yeah.
fog, waiting for this fog disappear to be able to go to Santos. So it's terrible, guys, and sometimes it's unexpected things that
Yeah.
happens because you are not expecting. Okay, you are expecting arriving in the line, and okay, pay your pass and go on. But sometimes it's happen and it's hard. But okay, I survive it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's something that I don't know. It's the bad side to have to go to Santos every day, you know, even
Yeah.
by motorcycle. It's faster, but sometimes the line of the boat is not faster.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Bruno, how do you typically react when faced with something unexpected?
Well, yeah. I think that at the first glance, I'm I'm afraid, you know, because of the situation. But then I start to think one of the advantages, you know, that I have in my personality, I think that is I'm a really calm person, you know. So even though I uh, like nervous, you know, I try to control the situation at least in my mind, you know, and try to breathe in, breathe out, and see what's going on in that situation, and try to do the right thing, you know. But there are people I know that the people like they start to be so nervous that they don't have control about their uh, behavior, you know, and it can be something that can can make the situation worse, you know. So you need to, I believe that in the first glance, the first like moment, you need to just to stop, watch, and think, you know, not let your emotions take control, because if it happens, like everything can fall down and forget about, you know.
Yeah, it's good to know, Bruno. What sign are you? What is your sign?
I don't know how can I say in English, but I think that's it's the same. Libra.
Libra.
Libra. Yeah. Libra. I think that's the same. Yeah.
Okay. Just a curiosity, because you said that you are a calm person. Definitely, I am not a calm person. I'm a stressed person, and sometimes depending on the unexpected thing, you know, I will be very stressed. But something that happened with me, I don't know if it's happened with you. Since I started being a hostess here, I became more calm, not more calm, but I can handle better the situations. I
Yeah.
can stay calm. I can control the situation. You know, even
Yeah.
it's a mess. I breathe, like you said, you know, and I understand that I can control more the situation. I think because of this, because being a host, it's not about only about the English that you need to speak. My English is not so
Yeah.
good, but
Nah, no
we
way.
learn,
It's
yeah,
really good.
yeah, but we learn a lot of things, how to handle
Yeah.
with a lot of people, for example, because sometimes we have a lot of people in our meetings,
Yeah.
and they need to handle the Zoom, divide the rooms. So
Yeah.
these things makes me how can I say that? Makes me more calm, more I don't know. I can control more the situation. And
Yeah.
thank God, because I'm really a stressed person, and sometimes I just need to scream, to put my stress
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I imagine it. Let me ask you something, Andrea. Have you ever like lived some situation here on Talking Talk that you were so scared about? Like because we always
Yeah,
like pass through some situation like this.
yeah. Thank God, I don't think so. Even
Yeah.
in my first immersions, uh, I don't remember something that really make me lose the control. As I
Yeah.
said before, I'm better now with control the things, but I don't know. I think I've never passed through this kind of situation that I am so scared. Thank God, because if it's happening, for example, happened in the beginning of my, how can I say that, my hosting here, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hosting. Yeah.
It will be very crazy. Now I think I can deal, but in the
Yeah.
beginning, it will be very difficult.
Yeah.
And what about you? It's
Yeah.
happening?
Like recently I lived a situation that I like after the meetings, we have the feedback, and one of the suggestions that the talkers made was to create a topic related with house renovation. And I created this topic, and I thought that this topic would be like great, but when I started the meeting, I saw that the topic was not so good. And people like I had, I think, 5 or 6 people, and like one by one people were going out, and I was like, oh my God, I was so ashamed, because I created the topic based on a
The
suggestion,
suggestion.
and people like didn't like it. And then that were me and more 2 people that like stay until the end, and that that saved me, because I was like really ashamed about this, because when people are going out of your meeting, something is wrong, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe you are like, in my case, for example, I start to think that I'm not so good doing that, or maybe the topic is not so good. Or maybe you are not so inspired to guide the conversation, because sometimes it's happen.
Yeah.
So
But I think, Bruno, I prefer thinking about the people have the connection problem. Because
yeah, yeah,
yeah, because if you put it in your mind, you will not be able to guide another conversation, because I don't know, sometimes it's happened with me. I create a topic, and I think, oh my gosh, it's topic, it's amazing. And when it started the conversation, oh my gosh, it's not like I am thinking. It's
yeah,
happened more than once with me. But something interesting that you said is like someone suggested this conversation. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it can be the environment in that day. People
yeah.
were not so, I don't know, into
So
the
inspired.
conversation. Yeah, so
Yeah,
inspired to talk. Don't push yourself so hard, because yeah, something that happened with me. I don't know. I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, I brought a topic called childhood by choice. It's related to people that don't want to have kids. And it was a suggestion too that I received on the survey. And I create a topic, an amazing topic, by the way, because it was the topic that I like it so much to talk. I don't know. I think it was the best for me, my best immersion on Talk and Talk since I started being host. And I was afraid because it's a difficult topic, you know. It's a polemic one, but everything goes well. People that are attending on the meeting, how can I say that? Acharam, gostaram.
They like it.
They like it. The conversation, the topic. So I got very happy because of this, you know, because it's good when something that you bring goes well, but when something that you bring goes wrong, you need to handle, and you need to not thinking about it, you know. Oh my gosh, maybe try in another way, bring something better, but sometimes it's not depending only on us, you know. Sometimes it's how can I say, a lot of circumstance that makes it. So it's difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's move on, Bruno. We are the question number 3.
Number 3,
Yeah. What strategy do we employ to stay calm and composed in unexpected situation? I will start it because, as I said before, I consider myself a stressed person. And sometimes to stay calm, I need to go to the bathroom, for example, and scream. I do it a lot at work. Yeah.
No way.
I
Oh
do
my
it a lot
God.
because I'm a stressed
Oh my
person, guys. And sometimes when I do it, I feel more calm and I can handle the situation. I am able to think more, you know, with, oh my gosh, let me think more and comprehend the situation. So sometimes I do it. What
But
about
like
you?
you scream for real? Like everyone
Yeah,
listen? You can hear
yeah.
it? Oh my
Some,
God.
sometimes people
So
hear,
nice.
sometimes not, you know.
Yeah.
But people are, how can I say that, are getting you, are used to with me, so they
Yeah.
know that I do it a lot, so it's common for me.
Yeah, I think that it can be a really good strategy to to chilling out a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
because stop to thinking about if you hold all the stress, maybe you will have problems, maybe you, I don't know, have a burnout. So I prefer to
Yeah,
put my stress out, and I do
yeah,
it a lot. For me, it's not
yeah,
a problem.
yeah. I think that's the better way. It's the best way to release the stress. Yeah, for sure. Really
Yeah.
nice strategy.
Yeah. When I cannot do it, I just need to breathe, you know,
Uh-huh.
count until 10,
Yeah.
pray for God to save me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, really nice strategy. In my case, it's hard to say. As I said, I'm a calm person, but I like when I leave some situation like this, automatically I don't like to talk like a lot, just the basics, just if I need to answer something I will answer, but I don't like to prolong the conversation, and I like to go to the bathroom also, and like throw water on my face just to relax a little bit, and then I start to think about the situation in general and try to solve it like as soon as possible. Or maybe if I need to spend some time thinking about it, I try to be in a quiet place and think about it, but yeah, it's sometimes it's happening, mainly at work, because at work, like we have a lot of different situations that we live and we need to deal with it, different people, different universe, like each people has your own way to think and to deal with things. And sometimes people deal with people, it's really hard, and people sometimes they think that they are right and they don't. And for example, when you deal with customers, you need to convince them that maybe that way is not the best way, and you need to like try to suggest your way, to go. And sometimes, uh, as human beings, we live situations in our personal lives, and maybe in professional one, that we need to like have empathy, because for example, you and we are having this conversation here like in a relaxing way, but maybe you had like your day was not so good, and you were not in the mood to discuss about something, for example. I need to have this empathy, mainly because I know you, maybe mainly because we have a friendship, or a relationship, a professional relationship, for example, and we need to sometimes put ourselves in other shoes, so that's I think that this scenario is one of the scenarios that we need to think twice, before do something. Yeah, I talk too
Yeah.
much.
No, let's talk. We have all the time here. And Bruno, you said something very interesting because, for example, in our work environment, we know our colleagues, and when something is different, we realize it. For example, today I arrived at in my job, and I don't know, I was quiet, and I stayed all the day quiet, and it
Mhm.
was really really interesting because my workmate respected me. I don't know, I
Yeah,
think he knows a little about me. So I am not in a mood to talk too much today. Sometimes I can do it. I can stay an entire day without open my mouth, just doing my
mhm.
things. But sometimes I can talk a lot. It's my personality. I don't know. I am like that. And sometimes I prefer stay quiet to not hurt you because I am
Exactly.
stressed, and so sometimes I will respond to you in a way that you are not think that I am. I don't know. To avoid some situations, I prefer
Yeah,
stay quiet. When I realize that I am not in a good day, in a good mood, I do it. And it's nice when people understand you, okay, and
yeah,
I don't know, let you with yourself, and okay. And it's very interesting, and I do it too because we work. I work with three, four, five, 6 people. Six, one, two, three, four, five, 7 people. Just us in a center of distribution
hmm,
when we distribute the products to the restaurants because we have 3 restaurants. So uh, we control the stock in this place, and we know about ourselves. So it's interesting when people are not in a mood. Okay, I will let him in this way, and okay, it's
yeah,
interesting when it's happened.
nice. Yeah, very nice.
Okay. let's move on. Question number 4. I'm a little lost because we are talking about a lot of things, not only about the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, can you recall a time when an unexpected event turned out to be a positive experience? Which one?
Yeah. Oh my God. Right now I have nothing on my mind, like not at all.
Really?
Because yeah, not right away like this. If you want to answer this one first,
Yeah, I
you
will
can
answer
go.
because I have something on my mind, and maybe I can clarify your mind. Um,
Yeah.
I can consider the day that I was invited to be a hostess here on Talk and Talk,
Mhm.
because I was not expecting it because my English is not good. It was in
No, really.
2021, no, 2022. And oh my gosh, I had this wish, to become a hostess, but not too fast. And when I was invited to become a hostess here, I was not expected. And oh my gosh, I thought, oh my gosh, I can deny it or I can face it. And I face the challenge because for me it's a challenge.
Mhm.
And for me, it was the best thing that I did because imagine if I was not even I was not prepared to become a host. I give myself a try. Okay, no, I
Mhm.
will do it because if I was invited, because people that invite me, it's how can I say, believe that I can do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought, no, I will face this challenge, and for me it was amazing. So it's something that um turned out a positive experience because since then I am here and I think I am improving, making friends, in all the aspect of my life, not just about the English, as I said before. All the
Yeah.
aspect of in our lives when we became a host, I think change. I don't know if you agree with me, Bruno. And I
I
don't know if I clarify your mind for another situation.
yeah. You give me you give me the way to go. Yeah. Yeah. Talking about the experience to be a host, for example, I think that you are much better than before. Like your English is really good to listen,
Thank you.
And it's always good to see the people improvement, and you are an example that we can share and tell people that talking talk is one of the things that work. You are an example of this. And I remember talking about the talking talk, when I first like met Philip to make the interview. I remember that he asked me if I had a computer in that time, and I said no, I don't. And I thought, well, I think that we're gonna finish the interview because I don't have a computer, so let's 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 move on, And he said, no, you don't need to have a computer, but if you can buy it later, it will be good. And I thought, maybe I can work with it. And now I'm here. Thanks God I have a computer now, but in the beginning was crazy, and I had a lot of help from you and from the others. So it was really nice and kind of you, you know. And one of the things that I was wondering about was like I have been working in a company for will complete 11 years in June. And in the beginning I was working in another place, in that moment, I discovered that I would be a father, and I was like, my salary was not so good, like less than the minimum wage, so like it was terrible to like to build a family, with that wage was like terrible. And I was, oh my God, what I can do right now, because I'm gonna be a father and I don't have a good job, and I was like totally lost. And I I I received the invitation to make the interview in this company that I'm working right now. And I did the interview, and I thought, well, I'm feeling confident because I think that I gave my best there. But we never know if we're gonna be called or not to work. And like I was in the preparation for the wedding, because like I in that time I was going to be a father, and I decided to marry in the same time. Everything was like happening at the same time. And then like I remember that was on a Friday, like afternoon, and I was just preparing myself to go to lunch, and suddenly my phone rings, start ringing, and I answered the phone, and was my leader, and she works with me yet for a long time, and she gave me the the news that I passed the interview, and I could work there. And I was, oh my God. And like in the next day I would be married, like everything
Nice.
happened in the same time. And I was surprised and afraid in the same time. Was a mix of emotions, but everything went fine. And here I am for 11 years already. So I'm really, really glad to remember it, to recall
Mhm.
it. Really nice.
Yes, really, really good experience, Bruno. And let me know, do you need to talk in English in your at work or not? Just a curiosity.
Yeah, like it's not necessary, because I'm part of I'm part of the collection team, but my customers are from Brazil. Sometimes I need to like make a call or answer a call, but mainly I send emails to our branch in China. We have a branch in China, so
Nice.
we always are in we are in touch like almost every single day, and we need to write in English. But to talk in English is not so often, it happens, but not so often. I would like to have more opportunities to speak in English there, but let's see in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, I am asking it because I really want to find a job where I can speak in English every day, It's my dream because I really love English. I
Yeah.
started study logistics,
Yeah.
but I don't have the same motivation that I have to study in English, Bruno. It's terrible
Really.
for me. Yeah, I gave up not only because the motivation, but I was passing through some problems with my mom. My mom got sick, so I didn't have uh, a good mental health, to
Yeah.
continuing studying. But the English, I never, how can I say, I didn't give up. For example, here on Talk and Talk, for me it was the best thing because here all every Monday to speak with another person me a lot, to keep focused. So because of this, I think I am very motivated to study in English, but another things I am not. I was thinking about to study letras, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't want to be a teacher just because of the English. I don't know. I, I,
But
I I need to thinking to find something to study, you know.
But like, for example, I had this on my mind also, like to start to enroll in another university, like letters also. And I think that if you do this, like maybe you will become a teacher. Like maybe you will not go to school to give classes, but maybe you can like become a how can I say it? Personal teacher. I don't know how can I say it. Private teacher.
Right.
Private teacher. Yeah. Like it will happen without you realize it. Like
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe, you are I think that we are in the way,
Yeah.
probably for example, in my case, every time that I share the the topics on LinkedIn or on Instagram, people ask me, "Are you a teacher?" And I said, "No, I'm not a teacher. I'm part of the community." I think that
Yeah, it's
happens to
funny.
you all the time.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
happened with me too because you became a teacher. No, I am not a teacher. So I advise you to know more about Talk and Talk. You will train your speaking skills. It's amazing place, but people want to have a teacher. It's not
yeah,
necessary. We know that it's not necessary.
yeah.
So
But maybe in the future it can happen, like because we
yeah,
are in the way already.
yeah,
I have in my mind, like in the future, maybe I can become a teacher, but I feel that I'm not prepared yet. Not like I need to learn a lot yet. I
yeah,
need to, yeah, make better my skills, to give, for example, the best for the students, But now I prefer to be here, and if I have the opportunity in the future to help more the community, because I'm really grateful to Philip, and to be part of this team. I will never forget about it, because talk like it's something that it's really, really, really amazing for me. It make me feel good and make me like it's the reason that am I I became better, like in English, So of course that I need to improve a lot, but so far so good.
yeah, yeah. I totally feel you, Bruno. I totally feel you. Yeah, I don't know. I need to just to find something that makes me feel motivated, because I am just motivated to study in English. Saturday, I participated the meetings since I started 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. I like to stay here. I
Yeah,
didn't do anything just to stay here and talk and talk. So it's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, nice.
Unfortunately, I cannot participate on your immersions because of the time. I
Yeah,
am working, but one day I will.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay, Bruno, let's move on. Can you choose another one that you'd like to answer, please?
Let me see here. Let me see. I think that okay. Number 6. What emotions arise for you when confronted with an unf- unforeseen circumstance? Oh my God, it's hard even to to read this question.
What is unforeseen? I don't know what is this.
Unforeseen is like something that we can see coming, something like this. Unforeseen, yeah, yeah. Like what emotions arise for you when confronted with an unforeseen circumstance? Yeah, we kind of answer this one, like it depends of the situation. If you are if you if you are like if you are in a situation that you don't expect something and it happens, depending of the situation, you can be happy, you can be nervous, anxious, you know. So it's hard to say something like this. But yeah, most of the time, in my case, I'm a calm person, so I try to, just to understand the situation, then act, And about the emotions, yeah, I feel like I have butterfly on my stomach, when when I'm when I'm leaving something unexpected, So yeah, like when I was trying to guide the conversations alone, recently when I was doing the technical things behind the scene, like I was, oh my God, if I do something wrong, how can I fix it, But in the end, everything went fine, and that's okay, Yeah. And you, Andrea, what do you think?
Yes, I am like you. I have butterflies in my stomach every Monday at 8 p.m. It's not change. Oh my God, sometimes I have more. Today, for example, I saw a lot of people schedule and I start, oh my gosh, I don't know this person. Oh my gosh, what this person will think about my immersion. Yeah, I got crazy, but as I said before, when I start the immersion, I am another person. I can deal with my emotions, so it's good, It's good
Yeah.
when you can deal with the situation. But the first emotion that I feel it's I don't know. Sometimes it's fear, Sometimes it's
Yeah.
fear. Depending on the situation, we have fear. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
stress, like I said before. We feel happy. Depending on the situation.
Yeah.
It's nice too. Okay, let me uh, choose another one. Oh my gosh,
Yeah. The
difficult
questions
to, yeah, very hard to answer.
yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh,
was inspired when he
yeah,
created these questions.
very inspired. So let's go to the question number 10, Bruno. In what ways do you adapt your plans or strategies when faced with unexpected obstacles? So let me start.
Yeah.
Difficult one
Yeah.
because I don't know. I try to, how can I say that? Rota,
Wrote.
wrote, but rewrote.
Rewrote. Yeah, rewrote. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to rewrote what the things that I planned and didn't go well,
Mhm.
But first I think that okay, if it's not go well now, maybe it cannot go well if I do again. So I try, like, sometimes it's necessary to change the strategy.
Mhm.
Maybe you do something that you want, but okay, it's not go did well. You can do it if you really want to do it. You can do in another way. But if it's not going well again, maybe I don't know, plan another thing. Uh,
Yeah.
gave up because something that we say here in Brazil. Errar uma vez, ok. Duas vezes, três vezes, quatro vezes já é burrice. Então, you will not put our effort in something that you are seeing that it's not going well. I don't know if
Yeah.
you understand what I am saying,
Yeah.
Bruno. Sorry.
Yeah. No way. You work clear like water. Like I totally understand you. And I agree with you. Sometimes we need to rewrote, and make something different. I like in the past, every time that I had a plan, I I until now I like to do it till the end. Like I want to finish it because I plan it, and so I need to finish it. But sometimes, as you said, we need to rewrote our ways because maybe that thing is not for you. Maybe you need to take another road, and it's normal. It's part of the life. It happens like to me every single week. Sometimes I plan something. I want to study English. I want to study Spanish. I want to be on a immersion, but like uh, most of the time I can't do it because I have another things to do. I need to take care of my kids, my wife. So it's really uh, it's really funny because we need to be prepared for it. Of course, that there are things that you need to go till the end because you need to finish it because that thing will bring to you like uh, for example, I need to go to my job, I need to work, and it's something that it's inevitable. I need to go there and that's it. But there are things that you have plans and you can do it because another other things happen that are more important than the things that you are planning, and you need to accept it. Maybe just need to rewrote and but the important thing sometimes is not give up. For example, with English is something that we want to do. Maybe we don't have to do it, but we try to find a way to study, right?
Yeah.
And that's is something that worth. But there are things in your life maybe that is not so important or not are not worthy, enough to keep going with it. And it's up to you to decide what you want to keep in your life and what you want to throw away. So it's a hard question to answer, but I think that that's the way, at least for me.
Yeah, no, I really love your answer. And I was thinking here, the most important, I believe that we cannot, how can I say that? Like when we cannot do something, uh, we cannot not push ourselves so hard. We cannot. Oh my gosh, I forgot the word even in Portuguese. It's so difficult when it's happened. I cannot express myself properly. I will say in Portuguese, but I forgot the word Portuguese. Oh my gosh. Ah, culpar. How can I say that? Guilt. You cannot feel guilt when something going wrong. But
Mhm.
sometimes we just, yeah, we are not able to do something, but okay, we can do another day. Just accept, as you said.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and don't put so much pressure on your shoulders. Just
Yeah,
accept, rewrote, and go ahead.
that's it. Okay, Bruno, we had a very good conversation, I think.
Nice. Yeah,
I
for me it
hope you,
was awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
I
I
love
hope
it.
you like it too. And I put the chat the survey.
Yeah.
It's anonymous, but it's just to you and me. But please answer for Wendell. Wendell? Yeah, no, Wendell, no,
Wellington.
Wellington.
Well,
Wellington. Well, please about this difficult topic today, but it was really
yeah.
good to talk. And
Oh,
thank you so much, Bruno.
you made my night. You made my really nice topic and really nice conversation.
Yeah, I love to. Thank you.
Thank you,